Hey, Michael here. This video is all about link building for SaaS money-making pages. So I want you to ask yourself, does this sound like you? You've got a really powerful website with lots of content, and sales pages aren't ranking as high as your other content. Sometimes the problem is that the keyword you're targeting, Google is not ranking sales pages for that keyword, and that has a lot to do with the buyer intent funnel and the intent behind the keyword searched. So check out the other video called Content Marketing Just for SaaS Companies. But if that's not your problem and there's sales pages ranking for that keyword and you're not, chances are it's because that particular sales page or money-making page for your SaaS company does not have enough power. Even if you have a lot of power, oftentimes you're going to need to actually target specific pages to really get that edge and start ranking for certain keywords. Now, all of this is really obvious, I'm sure, to a lot of people watching this. And let's just face it, everyone knows money pages are hard to build links to. You really can't get around it. The nature of sales pages detracts people from wanting to link to it. They'll link to your homepage, your content, but they're never going to link to a sales page because they don't want to seem like a marketer or an affiliate of that product. So that creates a huge problem when you're trying to build links. So what you have to do is you have to get surgical with your SaaS money page link building strategy. The very nature of your product oftentimes attracts backlinks from users. The market isn't saturated with similar products, so it's easier to stand out so you can attract more backlinks that way. Because of this, a lot of people in the SaaS industry take link building for granted. So I want you to understand, in order to build backlinks to your money-making pages, you got to go stick with the basics of link building with sponsored placements and guest posting. And I know what you're thinking already, but allow me to explain. It's going to make a lot of sense for you. The benefits of using these two link building strategies is that you have control over where your backlinks are pointed to. So for instance, pages that are tough to build backlinks to, like your sales pages or your money-making pages in the SaaS industry. So let's cover sponsored placements first. So here's the process. It's really easy. Find influencers with large followings on Instagram relevant to your market. Find those people who operate a website. So you've got a huge list of influencers that you found on Instagram, and you sift through them and only choose to outreach people that actually operate a website. You can reach out to these people via email or direct message them on Instagram. It's really simple. So here's the email. Hey, first name, my name is Michael. I manage marketing and partnerships for XYZ company. We're looking to partner up with some awesome people like yourself. We're open to many forms like advertising or sponsored placements on your website or social affiliate partnerships. We pay up to X amount percentage, well-crafted guest posts, email marketing placements. We can share your posts and you share ours. We have over 50,000 followers on Instagram or whatever is relevant. Maybe you have a large following on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn. Check us out in this video. We're a reputable company and recently featured in entrepreneur.com. Link to a video or article, just something that tells them that you're a real company and that you're reputable. We would love to work with you. Let us know if you're open to any of these options. So this email right here, it's great because it doesn't look like the usual link outreach pitch. A lot of people, it's just kind of like back in the day with door-to-door salesmen, a lot of people are inundated with these link outreach emails and they consider it spam at this point. And so a lot of people just hit the trash button and they don't even consider them. And what this does is it kind of helps you look more legit. And it helps you cut through the noise with so many other people trying to beg for links. This actually makes you seem like you're willing to work with them. It goes a long way when you take this approach as opposed to just trying to trick them or, entice them to link out to you with like a sneaky strategy. Now, I want to address what most people are thinking with sponsored placements. Wow, this is going to really add up if I'm paying for all these people to link out to my content, all of these influencers. But you've got to understand that the money you're investing goes way further than just the link that you are purchasing. Yes, you're going to get link equity, which is going to build the power of your site, which is going to drive more organic traffic, which is going to improve your business revenue for your company. But it goes way further than that. These are influencers that have a large following, and they're going to be driving traffic to your website, bring exposure for your product. But not only that, you actually own that piece of content now, and you can use it for remarketing purposes and a lot of other strategies to really broaden the benefits of this strategy. Another big problem that people have with sponsored placements is, well, is it safe or not? Because obviously Google might consider this a little shady. Well, one thing I want to stress is that if you have a huge amount of link power, you're good to go. I mean, if you've got a domain rating of like 80 or 85 or 90 or even in like the 60 and 70 DR range, you have such a large link profile that a few sponsored placements, it's so saturated with good links that it's not even going to really matter. I mean, Google is going to look at the whole big picture of it and they're going to think, okay, yes, the probability that they're actually trying to cheat us or spam us by doing some gray hat tactics is very low because they have such a stellar link profile, and it's just the nature of websites out there. Even websites with the biggest link profiles and the healthiest backlinks pointing to them, they're still going to have a lot of spammy links pointing to them just because of the nature of the internet. A lot of people are going to attract backlinks that are poor quality. But let's say that you have a less powerful site. Maybe you just have a couple hundred backlinks pointing to your site. You're in the DR range of 20 all the way to maybe 40 or 50 DR range. What you can do, and this is a great workaround, is take the site in question that said yes to your sponsored placement pitch. Search in Google, type in site:sitename.com, and in parentheses put sponsored, or site:sitename.com, parentheses sponsored post. And what you're going to see is you're going to generate results. You're forcing Google to show specific pages on that website that said yes to your sponsored placement pitch. You're going to be able to find pages where they advertise sponsored posts. If no pages show up for that search, then you're good to go. They're not advertising sponsored placements. If they do advertise this, it's simple. Don't continue with them. And the reason why this strategy is so effective is because Google can't read other people's emails. Google can't spy on people when you're doing a link outreach campaign, reaching out to these influencers, right? That's impossible. It's illegal. So how do they determine if somebody is trying to game the system by getting sponsored posts or sponsored placements? By looking for sites that advertise this. And when they mark those sites as, okay, yes, these sites sell sponsored posts or sponsored placements, and then they see another website with a lot of websites, and I'm talking a lot of websites that maybe consist of 10% of their link profile, all from sponsored posts or sponsored placements, that's going to raise red flags with Google. And if you don't have that, then really you're good to go. There's no problem with sponsored placements. It's a great link building strategy. So the next one is guest posting for SaaS companies. And again, the process is really easy. Use search engine operators to find opportunities. If you don't know what a search engine operator is, I'm going to give you an example. It's these right here. As you can see, what you do is you type in this into Google. It's going to show pages that are advertising that do accept sponsored posts. So search into Google, make note of these pages, and then find their contact information, and then reach out to them, express their interest in being a contributor. Reach out to these people in batches. You can reach out to them in 5, 10, or 20, really depending on how effective your link outreach campaign is. If, let's say, you reach out to 20 people and all of them say yes, you better have the bandwidth to write out guest post drafts for all of those people relatively quickly. Otherwise, a lot of these people are going to lose interest, and then you're going to otherwise lose a perfectly good link building opportunity. So I like to really batch it around the 5 or 10, and I just reach out to 5 or 10 people at a time, and then wait for people to raise their hand and say yes. And then, I don't have to create 20 or 15 guest post drafts in like one night. That's insane. Obviously, before you go ahead and do this, you got to make sure that they do follow their links. You can go ahead and search on Google for no follow browser plugin, and you can go ahead and download it. It's like one of these things up here. And what it does is it automatically shows you if there is a no follow link. So if you're looking at some of their guest posts and they're no following all the links, including the links in their signature page, it's really not worth it. I mean, unless you're just trying to you have all this money to burn through and you're a huge SaaS company and you're just doing it for the sake of creating your brand awareness and driving as much traffic to your site as possible, okay, I guess you can go for it then. But I mean, if you're working with somewhat of a budget for marketing, you're not going to want to go this route and write guest post drafts for these opportunities because you're not getting the link equity. You're not going to get the power to your site, which is going to bump up your organic traffic. So the thing I just showed you, Schumacher operators, you can get that for free. No opt-in required. It's my gift to you. And it's going to be anywhere left or right or below or above this video, whichever platform you're watching it on. And you can go ahead and access it. Just one thing I ask, please go to File and then make a copy of it yourself. Don't request for access of the main file. I will know who you are. And for everyone that does that, I will pitch you my SEO services. Seriously, don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Just make a copy. Go to File, make a copy. And so what this is great is this. Look, let's say you're a SaaS company that's selling CRM software. You go and type in the keyword here, CRM, click Enter, or real estate CRM. Let's say that. Real estate CRM. I would keep it broad, more so like CRM, but you get the idea. And what it does is it generates all of these search engine operators that you can then go, again, one by one, go ahead and copy it. Go find like an intern or someone in your marketing team to go copy it, put it in Google, search it, look through the first 10 pages, and look for guest post opportunities, adhering to my guest posting guidelines. Like I said, do follow links? And that's it. That's how you can build backlinks using 2 link building strategies safely and effectively for your money-making pages if you have a SaaS company.